Hello students. So today we are going to start the new chapter, that is acid, base and salt. So we are going to discuss these three things in first of all in brief, then we will discuss the property of these component in details. Okay, let me ask you one question. Can you tell me the taste of lemon? Yes, of course the taste is very sour. So very sour in taste and can you answer me this question? Why the lemon is sour in taste? Yes, what it has basically. So the thing is, it has a chemical that is called as acid. So it is acid inside the lemon, that is known as citric acid, which provide lemon sour taste. Okay, now moving on to the one more question. Do all the sour taste food or fruits are having acid in it? So you may have tasted curd, you may have tasted this tamarind, you may have tasted these green apple or apple. So they are little bit sour in taste. They are sour in taste. So they all are having the acid inside it. So the answer is yes, almost. So that means they are having the acid inside it, but the acid may be of different type, because in lemon it was citric acid. So maybe in these food product or fruit, this is not citric acid, but maybe something else. So that may be some other acid. Now what is this acid? So acid, this word come from the Latin word. In Latin language, acidus is a word which means sour. So from Latin language it has been taken, and acid is a word which means sour. Now the question arises, okay, we can confirm this, all acids are sour in taste, but question arises, can we taste all the acid? Can all the acid can be tasted? The answer is no. Why? Because some acids are natural, they are available in nature, by the nature, whereas some acids are man-made. And remember, these man-made acids are very strong. They are obtained from the minerals which are present inside the earth, remember. And these are man-made synthetic acids, and these are also known as, that is why they are also called as mineral acids. So remember, these are totally different from the natural acids. So they are very corrosive, they are very dangerous to handle, and they can burn our skin or any substance also. So that is why they are very dangerous and corrosive in nature. They can corrode even metal also. That is why in laboratory we use this as these acids, but we have to keep these acids or store these acids into the glass bottles. Now these acids, mineral acids, are these are the examples like hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. These are the three common acids. Otherwise there are more number of acids, but hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, these are the common acids. And remember, these are the formula. I am using this word formula to represent this acid. So HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, these are the formula to represent these acid in short form. Now you can see this picture. This is the dilute hydrochloric acid. Why this is dilute word is used, we are going to discuss in the next videos. So hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric, these are stored in glass bottle. Remember, we are not going to store it in metal container because it is going to react with that metal, it can corrode it. So that is why it is kept in the glass bottles. This is about the mineral acid. Now let us discuss natural acid. So these are mild acid. Remember, mineral acids are strong acid and natural acids are mild acid, and they are also called organic acid. Remember, because they are coming from nature, that is why we can call it organic acid, and they are very mild and they can be eaten also. I mean, these are edible. So normally this is the list in which vinegar is the acetic acid. Remember, vinegar is very commonly used in kitchen also, in making many products, like even pickle. In pickle also we used to add this vinegar. Lactic acid, which is present in the curd, in the first slide you have seen. Citric acid in lemon, tartaric acid in tamarind, malic acid in apple. So these are the acids which are present in the food or fruits. So these are eatable. I mean, we can eat these acids, so they are not going to harm. But mineral acids are harmful, remember. Okay, now the thing is these acids are sour in taste, but we cannot taste all the acid. Remember, like mineral. But there are other option to test whether this component is acid or not. Although sour taste is okay, but we cannot taste every acid. So we use some special substances to test the acidity of or acidic composition of any material. So these special substances which we use to test it is known as indicator. And remember, this indicator we are going to discuss in detail in next videos. Yes, so this indicator, one example of this indicator that we have in our laboratory is litmus paper. You may have heard this litmus paper. So this litmus paper are two in color. One is blue litmus paper, as you can see in this picture, and one is red in color. So basically this blue and red, two type of litmus papers are available. And what is this litmus, from where it comes, we will discuss in the next video. So acid, what acid can do when we put this blue litmus paper, this one, into the acid, so it will turn into the red color. So color change will take place like this in video. So this is the blue litmus paper which is turning red because we are applying acid onto it. Maybe hydrochloric, maybe sulfuric, maybe even citrus acid like lemon also. It is going to change its color. So this is how we can come to know, yes, this particular substance is acidic in nature. So this is how we can do it, by putting the litmus paper into the acid. So blue litmus paper is going to turn into the red. So this is the very common test of checking acidity. Got it? So this is all about acid. So uh, in this particular content, now the thing is there are some substances which are going to turn red litmus paper into the blue. Although acid has changed blue litmus into the red, but there are some substances which turn red litmus paper into the blue, and these substances are called base. Remember, these substances are called base. So base are having some different property, totally opposite property to the acid. So what we can say, base are just having the opposite property to the acid. Now the thing is, the taste of the basic substances are bitter. Remember, this is also very important point. Bases are bitter in taste, acids are sour in taste. So bases are bitter in taste. And remember, we cannot taste all type of base. I mean, there are substances which are hazardous also. We cannot taste every base substances. So they are having basic bitter in taste, but we cannot taste it because every substance, because they can be toxic also. Now the thing is, if we see the example, there are some products which are available in our house like baking soda. You have seen this baking soda used in kitchen for making some confectionery products. So baking soda is present. If you are going to taste it in little pinch of it, so you will find it is bitter in taste. Similarly, soaps are also present in our house, which is again bitter in taste, although, but you don't have to taste it, but they are base. So but we are also having some strong kind of base. These are known as strong bases, and the example of these bases are sodium hydroxide. I am showing this clip also. So this is available in the laboratory. So this is also known as caustic soda. Remember, the sodium hydroxide is metal hydroxide, because sodium is metal and hydroxide this word. So this sodium hydroxide is caustic soda, which is bitter in taste, although we cannot taste it because it is very strong. It is highly corrosive. Again, like I said, this is also going to affect our. So better is to don't taste anything. But the thing is, we can test it again with the help of litmus paper. How? And one point is also there. Bases are soapy in touch. If we are going to touch these base like baking soda or even soap, they are soapy in touch. That means they are slippery in touch. So this is also one more characteristic of base. So sodium hydroxide or baking soda or soap solution, anything can be tested with the help of litmus paper. So litmus paper, again, in this we are going red to use red litmus paper instead of blue. So this red litmus paper, light red color is there. So it is going to turn into the blue with the addition of the solution of base. So if you are going to apply this strip into the soap solution, so the color will change, red will change into the blue. So this is again the characteristic of base. So remember, we have discussed little bit about acid and little bit about base. So we can distinguish these two things. So acids are sour in taste, bases are bitter in taste. Acid turns blue litmus paper into red, whereas base turns red litmus paper into blue. Similarly, acid do not feel soapy in touch, whereas base are in soapy. So these are the characteristics which are related with the acid and base. So this is all about the acid and base. In the next video, we are going to discuss the salt and the indicators in brief. Then we will do the all this in details also.